Well, I see a lot of insanity. You know that term, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. The meaning of insanity. I see insanity happening more often than not. Um, I don't know why, if you have a particular kind of thing fail, that you keep buying that particular kind of thing. For me, it's a no-brainer. You know, this equals bad. I think I will avoid bad. Um, I see that process, like, oh yeah, I had a DIT on set, or I didn't have a DIT on set, and everything just didn't work out so well, and it cost me a lot in post. I don't need a DIT on the next one either. See that I still see them making the same mistakes over and over again, um, and I'm not sure why. So I'm still kind of mystified by it. Mystified by it.
But really, the way I can save them money a lot of the times is by doing some of the work up front that a post house might need to do. Instead of having a dailies colorist, for example, like for example, I did a job. No, I didn't do the job. I helped a buddy on a job where he was the main DIT. He worked the 12-hour day, and then I would come in like maybe 2 hours before a wrap, 2 or 3 hours for a wrap, and I would finish rendering everything and do all the LTOs. No lab. Went straight to the post house after that. So now you have a $20,000 a week, $17,000 a week lab that the DP is happy to have you do color on set and to make the LTOs and to do everything that you can do using union personnel. I just saved them that $140,000 using that workflow than I did having them have a lab who's now an extra two people. It's always two people. The gear rental. All right. And then if I need to bring in another card or another guy or whatever, I'm renting on a week by week basis, which I then can present to them. So there's a lot of factors on how you can save money. And you just got to anticipate what those needs are going to be. And sometimes you factor in for 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you shoot 6 hours a day and 6 days a week for 5 weeks in a row. And you just get hosed, which no one can anticipate for that. But it's so important for a producer to have an upfront number be so low. Like, I want the upfront number that we agreeing on to be this number, always this number. And then when it skyrockets out, it's like, oh, it's more, why is it costing me so much money? Well, because your director doesn't cut. That's not a problem of mine, or it's not a problem, but not an issue of my own. It's one of how they manage their footage. I wish more producers would understand that the DIT is like the chief technical officer for the movie while in production. That's what they do. That's what they're there to do. And if they would hear them out, give them choices, and treat them like an expert instead of, hey, the DP's telling me everything I need, and I'll just, I'll hear it from them, or I'll talk to you, the week before we start shooting when I can't solve any problems.
One thing that would help production and help the DIT do his job is actually just knowing how much footage that we're shooting. Not necessarily rolling on or letting the camera roll continuously. Sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. It's necessary, sometimes.
When I encounter a producer that doesn't want or feels they have to have the need of having a digital imaging technician on set, more or less, what I say is you're eliminating the possibility of having complete technical management over the set. And in many cases, you can subject yourself to error with this. And everybody's busy, everyone's doing their thing. But the role of the digital imaging technician is to pay attention to the technical workflow and the overall technical workflow. my background in broadcast has taught me this, and I apply that skill set to just about everything I do when it comes to working on a digital set, a digital filmmaking set. It has to be technically supervised and it has to be technically managed. And that either encompasses all the hands-on work that the digital imaging tech does and his association with the personnel from the top levels right on down to the bottom level.